Sheikh Abdur bin Sultan Al-Qasimi, Your Excellency Abdullah bin Tog Al-Marri, ladies and gentlemen, friends of Sheraa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good morning. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? This is the question that my favorite poet, Mary Oliver, asked in her poem, The Summer Day. This month, we complete yet another circle around the sun. 52 weeks of being the leading characters in our own lives. While others may see the highlight moments that you share on social media, only you have exclusive access to the around-the-clock and behind-the-scenes live stream of your personal documentary called Life. Every new year brings a new slate and new possibilities. And as you begin to write the plot for the next season of your story, my question to you is, what do you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Now, speaking of stories, I thought I would share one of mine. And in honor of the World Cup, I've made sure that it's a football story. So for those of you who didn't grow up in the Gulf in the 80s, we did things a little bit differently back in the day. We didn't need AstroTurf fields lit up with floodlights. We didn't need brand new Nikes and branded jerseys. All we needed were 2 7-Up bottles to mark the goals, a few neighborhood friends to play on either side, and that was it. Game on. And we did not stop playing until either someone got severely injured or until our parents came out and threatened us. Those were the only 2 deal breakers. Otherwise, we ran with our t-shirts, our sweaty t-shirts, stuck to our back like our lives depended on it. Back then, like many youth, I idolized Diego Maradona. I wanted to dribble like him, shoot like him. I wanted to win like him. But then one day, someone I respected said to me, you know, a girl like you shouldn't be wasting her time playing these silly football games. And you know what I said? Well, I listened. And that was it. My football career ended before it could begin. Now, whenever I watch a match, I can't help but feel a sense of regret. Not because I think I could be the next Messi or the next Ronaldo, no, not because of that, but because I had allowed someone else to set the limitations of what I was capable of doing. In my personal documentary, in the narrative of my personal documentary, this was a moment when the leading character had failed. And she failed not because she was trying to achieve a dream and just couldn't cut it. No. She failed because she compromised a part of who she was and gave up what she loved doing. And no one ever got to see where her potential could have taken her. The truth is, failure will always hurt. But to fail without even trying, I can tell you, it hurts much deeper and much longer. So, what does any of this have to do with the festival? Well, over the next 2 days, you will hear from people who embody that commitment to living their truest and most authentic lives. These are people who didn't listen. They refused to allow others to set limitations on their capabilities and allowed only their personal ambitions to dictate what was possible. You'll meet the husband and wife duo, Saeed al-Mi'mari and Najla al-Balushi, the first Emirati man and the first Emirati woman to scale Mount Everest. You'll meet Abdurrahman Abu Malih, who started his Finjan podcast in 2015, taking Arabic content to brand new heights and paving the way for a generation of creators to rise after him. You'll meet Rashid al-Naimi, an Emirati performer who grew up listening to Broadway musicals and pursued that passion to become one of the most prominent musical voices in the UAE. The truth is, every moment in life presents you with a unique opportunity to be a greater expression of who you are. Every year, this festival brings together a community to support and uplift those who are willing to follow a dream. Every single person that you meet at this festival has a story of perseverance, a story of growth, and a story of flying in the face of conventional wisdom. Because conventional wisdom is just that, it's conventional. And when you're trying to change the world, your thinking needs to be anything but conventional. I began this speech with a question. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? You don't need an answer right now. But my hope is that at the end of this festival, after listening to the inspiring speakers striving to create impact, after sharing a meal with a stranger who becomes a new friend, and after finding stillness and presence in music and wellness, you suddenly realize that you are not alone and that it is never too late to start doing what you truly love. If it's a book you want to write, write it. If it's a mountain you want to climb, climb it. If it's a business you want to start, start it. And if it's football you want to play, play it. Play it with your sweaty t-shirt stuck to your back like your one wild and precious life depends on it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Here's to your future. May this moment be the prelude to your greatest adventures. Welcome to the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival 2022.